I can't hear you. Can anyone hear me? Okay, well, I'm here and everyone can hear me. So we got to figure out what's going on with Set in the West. We got to figure that part out. I don't know what's going on. He's just like frozen. Okay, here I am. I still can't hear you. Do you want to let me read your lips and then I can translate for you? No, I'm joking. They hating. No, we still can't hear you. They are hating. Did you go all the way out and close up and then come? Okay. Ah, hi guys. I'm here. Now I
All right,
hear
what
some.
about now?
We got action.
What about now?
I hear you.
Yeah, they so okay. I think I know where I fucked up. Give me 1 second though. But
Oh
this is some
no.
bullshit. Some straight bullshit though. But y'all hear me though, right?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah. This is, like I said, straight bullshit. I was trying to let motherfuckers know that I was
You
trying
just
to
cussed.
say what?
I said you just can't lick in the dough.
You said I did what?
I said you just licked in the door cussing.
Because this is some bullshit. Now I was trying to let people know. See, they were hating on the fact that I was advertising. I got this new job. I'm this is a for rent. This is for rent. So people got to do what they got to do in LA to survive, right? So they you got to just get it how you can. And this place is for rent, right? Got a hold on. Got a bathroom right there,
What's
and
for
they just
rent?
want 1,800. This place for rent right here. This Ford Bronco. It's the 1,800.
Is that a YouTube beanie cap?
That's the YouTube beanie. Yeah, I told you that was for yours, but you said you don't want to wear it. So
Nah, I ain't wearing no YouTube beanie.
I
Thank
feel
you,
you.
Barbara J. Oh my
Barbara J,
goodness.
thank you. Thank you. Oh man, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. they was trying to pull a whatever. What's up, LP? I'm sorry, I didn't get to say hi to everybody. It was like 18 people came in right when I came on. I didn't want to
Right.
stop it and then redo it. That would have been janky.
Well, your folks is here for you, so.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who came through. Okay, first off, I'm gonna go. This is where they arrested Rob Reiner's son,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was gonna go so down the street is where um there's supposed to be a Kwanzaa parade or Kwanzaa festival.
Mm.
And I don't do Kwanzaa no more because, well, the founder, he's responsible for like snitching on the Panthers. And you can debate me all you want, but I'm not celebrating nothing that uh what do you call it, a Judas to our community created. But anyway, there's a Kwanzaa thing up the street. I was actually gonna go there because we had the media and all that. But I said, nah, let me not do that. So yeah, this is actually the place where, thanks, man. It's the place where he was arrested. They had him
Apprehended.
they had him on the they had him on footage, the camera just looking around. They said he purchased they, they go back, they said he purchased alcohol. I want y'all to tell me, do y'all see any alcohol here? That's ice. It says ice. No ice, no ice.
You remember
Um
that? That was wild.
okay, I'm looking for alcohol. Because the news came in here and said he bought alcohol. You guys don't sell alcohol, right? No alcohol, right? Yeah. They don't sell they don't sell alcohol here. Why did they say he
So
came in here
do
to
they
get some
sell beer?
alcohol?
Do they sell beer?
Huh? They don't even sell beer. I told you. They don't sell nothing. Look, back day, this neighborhood is well yeah, actually, what neighborhood? Let me walk over here. In fact, why I ain't gonna dox my cousin? My cousin stay around the corner. But this neighborhood, if y'all don't know the history of South LA, South Central LA, because this is South Central LA, is USC, it's University of South Central. Um, they used to have a liquor store right here off of like 37th and Vermont. I see you.
Hmm.
Um, right over there, there used to be a liquor store. Right down there. Oh, if y'all want to see something crazy, this is the George Lucas Museum. Let's go. Let's do a little hood tour, right?
Okay.
This is the George Lucas Museum,
So
y'all.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. They said he went there to go buy some more alcohol after he
They said
unalived his
they said he
parents.
went there to buy alcohol. They said he bought alcohol.
That's what
That's
they
from one
did.
story.
That's what they
They said
said.
because see they're painting a narrative, and I'm not saying he didn't do whatever. Rob Reiner's son Nick. I'm not saying he didn't do anything, but I knew it was strange because let me get back to over here. Down the street, there was a famous liquor store where a gang of people got killed and shot. Now I'm gonna just keep it a buck. They systematically stopped having a lot of liquor stores in this area. I know that for a fact, and I knew that Arco and PM didn't sell alcohol. So when I saw that, and they're like, yeah, he went in there to buy liquor, then they arrested him outside by the train. I'm like, what? They don't sell liquor here. What are they talking about? They really like you. I can't. If I wanted to get drunk, I am on Vermont right now. I have to walk to like damn near um Schoolboy Q's hood in the 50s to get a liquor store. Because you don't
You
even
want to
have a
know what's
liquor store
wild?
to what?
I also remember when they were first talking about apprehending him, they had said something about him being at a hotel room,
Yeah,
and they
in
said
Santa
that
Monica.
he was covered in liquid DNA, red liquid DNA, and that it was all over him and all over the room. So when was that? Was that before or after he went to the place to go buy alcohol where they don't sell alcohol?
They're supposed to have been after.
Mm.
All right. Side note: this is the George Lucas museum. Look at it. It looks like a starship, right? Like, look at it. I'll walk all the way around it, but it ain't open yet. This was $1 billion. This used to that liquor store down the street, and this is where fools used to gangbang. Like, straight up. They hurried up to clean this neighborhood up, and George Lucas, that's his museum. I'm gonna go check it out. And I know about it because I still do my thing over here. I got a lot of work that I do with the California African American Museum. They're right down the street. But all these places, there's
So it's
museums.
supposed to be like a starship or something.
Yeah, look at it. It looked I mean, it looked crazy. Like, yeah. Anyway, all I'm saying is I know this neighborhood. I've been over in this area damn near 40 years, right?
Yeah.
And when they said that place he went to go get some liquor, I was like, y'all off. I said, I told you, I said, I'm gonna go by there and I'm gonna show everybody that they don't even sell liquor here. And I thought maybe I was gonna be molded. Like, I thought I was gonna go in there and I was gonna be, oh, okay, it was a mistake. They do sell liquor here now. Because people can get your liquor license, but you
Why
know,
would they
you
feel the
you
need
you
to go to the public and go to the news with that if it wasn't correct? Like that's
know what I
they're
what
trying
I
to push
want y'all to
something.
understand. This is how I even got in the media. As far as me doing what I was doing, the year that I actually got in 2010, I was working with a print media organization, and I saw bullshit there too, but that's a whole nother conversation. But long story short, I said, you look at the news and they give you half of the information. They don't give you everything. They give
Oh,
you some of the information. They don't give you everything. Let me go here. It's a little quiet, maybe.
they
Um,
never tell you everything. Matter of
they
fact,
never
they're instructed not to.
exactly like it will be stupid. It's like I'll say it like this: Oprah, and I know there's a lot of people that fuck with Oprah,
God
but
bless their
Oprah,
hearts.
oh, you're right. Oprah, for the most part, okay, no, Oprah for the most part, um, when she introduced her audience to The Secret,
Oh yeah.
that was the dumbest shit. Because the thing is it's like when you're dealing with certain levels of knowledge. Like, I cannot give a kindergartner Encyclopedia Britannica when the kindergartner just learned how to read. There's levels like that. That's what the analogy of Oprah giving her audience the secret. It was basically giving a bunch of kindergartners some collegiate information, and they just ran with it like crazy. And it was pandemonium, if you really want to talk about it. But overall, the news media is the same way. They're not going to give you everything. They have a narrative they have to push. They have a narrative. They got to push a narrative. So yeah, they're not going to give you and they're not even giving you the right information. So like I said, they don't sell liquor here. They do not sell alcohol here. In this whole neighborhood, I think I can't. I couldn't even get to a liquor store like it used to be back in the day. There was a liquor store on like 35th and Normandy. There was the one right here on 39th and in Vermont. Like, there was liquor. There used to be liquor stores. For y'all who don't know, a lot of black men sold their liquor stores in the 70s to a bunch of Koreans who came in. So there was this Asian Inclusion Act in the late 60s after the civil
Mm-hmm.
rights stuff that black people fought for, but it opened up the rights for a lot of other people to come to the United States and immigrant from other places and just get busy, get money. So a lot of Koreans immigrated, came in, they were able to get loans. You already had a lot of black men who had established businesses, primarily liquor stores, even though it's not like the best thing to do because it's effing up your community, but you had a lot of black men that own liquor stores. The Koreans bought them out. That's the history. The Koreans bought out a lot of liquor stores. That's why we had the issues in the 90s where O-Dog went up in that liquor store and said, "What you said about my mama," right? So
Mm-hmm.
they systematically though closed a lot of liquor stores in South LA because of that. Because it's they're like, the alcohol, too much DV, too much this, that. We need to shut it down. So that you just started slowly but surely systematically seeing liquor stores or liquor licenses being handed out to South Central LA, where I'm at now. That
Mm-hmm.
place, in fact, here's the train. Here's the train. This train goes all the way to Santa Monica. So
Hmm.
Rob Reiner's son allegedly, supposedly got on the train, got off of here, went to that store to go get some liquor, and came back to the train's platform and got arrested. Y'all look it up.
Hmm.
Y'all look it up. That's what happened. That's what they said. They said he went to go buy some liquor.
They
Or
did
maybe
say
they
that.
said, let me get it right. Maybe they said he was attempting to buy some liquor, maybe, but I heard that he bought liquor.
That's what they said. I've watched several reports and they said that he went there to get liquor after he had
Uh-huh.
unalived his parents.
Yep. Nope. AOG, you smoke Sherm? That's what you find in the hood, nigga. That was a Cole. He was trying to see if I was a Sherm head.
He just asked you that for
You
real?
got that Sherm, nigga? What you
Did he
say?
just ask you that for real?
No, he
He
said, "Do
ain't
I
ask you
smoke
that.
cigs?" Nah, see what he wanted me to do was to be like, "Nah, blood, I smoke bigs." You see what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just
No,
kidding.
I
It's a
don't see
joke.
what you're saying. You a mess.
It's a joke. It's a joke. But yeah, that's what the media was putting out there, right?
Yeah.
That's what the media was putting out there. They literally, like I said, I may have been mistaken. They could have said that he was attempting to buy it. Like I said, I don't know. But you said you heard that he bought liquor. That's what I heard.
They said that that's what he went there for, and then he was apprehended by the police.
Exactly. And it makes sense. I get the story where they're putting on him to say, he was in Santa Monica, he was at a hotel, and then from the hotel, there's this train that I just showed y'all goes right into Santa Monica. It'll let you off right in downtown Santa Monica. Um, so he could have gotten off that train and did exactly that. Got off of here. They said he was wandering around for about an hour, like kind of confused. Maybe he was waiting on somebody. Like, come on. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I don't see. So we can't get into the conspiracy theory stuff. And I'm not trying to make everybody on that, but I want everybody to be a critical thinker. They said he went there to go get liquor.
See, this is the thing that I have an issue with when it comes to the Reiner story. He was already tweaking at Conan O'Brien's party.
Yeah,
He was already out of pocket. Now, there was a moment in time where they're saying that he went there to the house, and while the parents were sleeping, he took the parents out. I
yeah.
showed you the video
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when they had like just all these random moments of him being polarizing, um, being agitated, being just I mean the stuff that he was saying. You heard it. When he was sitting there talking about how he just one day for absolutely no reason at all wrecked and destroyed the guest house. And he started punching through the television and breaking up
Yeah,
everything. And then
yeah.
um There was the other one when he was talking about how much he liked Snapple because after he finished drinking it, he could fill it up with lotion and use it as like a pocket vagina.
As a Fifi,
Uh,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
Like they would call it in jail. In jail, they call it Fifi. If you don't know, go look it up. It's probably not on Google, but
Yeah, they have several videos with him um rapping, talking about wanting to unalive people. I mean, he was a
see, I
very
told y'all.
disturbed
I
person.
told y'all this is the Brims hood and shit. Look at this, Crip Killer. This is actual graffiti. This
Um,
this is see. What's old boy? What was old boy name? The crocodile hunter. Be like,
Dundee.
this is Wolfgang, the hood hunter. Now you can see in the native of the Harlem 30s, Harlem 30s brims and the Fruittown brims, and this is a marking of their territory. It says Crip Killer, 30th Street,
I'm surprised you're
Fruittown
not
Brim. That's what
singing
the
that
FTB
song you
stands
like
for.
singing.
What is that?
That gang gang song that you like singing.
Gang. Oh, you talking about? I'm late to the party with that. I mean, well, you remember when we heard it first. Well, you don't remember, but I
Hmm.
remember when I heard it first when we was on Ramp and they were playing that shit. I'm like, why are they playing this
Yeah.
shit? But shout out to what's his name? Chef Boy.
Lord
Do you
have
gang
mercy.
bang? Do you gang bang? I'll be outside with my gang gang.
Lord
Your
have
mama took
mercy.
2 and she gang banged. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, my bad. I'm sorry. I had to stop and do something ignorant. What did LP say? Hold on. I ain't even looking at the chat. What did LP say? Like I said, y'all be safe. Yeah, no, you know what? I know, bro. I'm out here slipping like a bad transmission. I know these ninjas out here. You see, I got hit up already. Fool talking about you got some cigarettes. No, he talking about do I got some cigs. I'd be like, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. What blood? You don't smoke? It would have just been that's how I be in LA. That's how I used to be. LA, man, LA in the 80s and 90s, you got post-traumatic stress from just surviving all that hopping on the
Yeah.
bus, not knowing if you're gonna you know what I'm saying?
Philly was hard.
Police ain't gonna do shit for you.
Philly was hard. Philly was rough too. I mean, there was something going on between the fraternal order of police and society and black
I
communities.
I can't hear you. What you say?
I said there was something that was going on between the police and black communities in the 90s. It was like it there was tension all over the country. It wasn't just one area, like there was issues. But the crack epidemic, it really did change a lot of things. It changed a lot of things. Are you jogging?
I'm running from some gangbangers. Do you gangbang? I'll
I
be
hope you're
outside
not
with my gang
running.
gang.
I hope you wasn't running, because that would have
I
been
was
funny.
running. Do you gangbang? Nah, and I hear what you're saying. We can talk about that. Let me. I know
I
I'm
mean, we
all
don't
over the
have to
place
talk.
sometimes.
We don't have to talk about that. I was just you were just talking about having PTSD from, being in the city, and I'm like, it was that way, I think, everywhere, all over the United States in the 90s.
Well, that's why I walk around LA. Um, because I can walk around. I ain't do nothing to nobody. See, the thing is I know people, OGs, 60, 70, 80 years old and unalive a bunch of people. And then they get baptized and they ain't with it no more, but they'll be on their front lawn and you, you, you you understand what I'm saying? You could be even out in
Yeah.
Fontana. You could be out in Lancaster. And somebody, oh, that fool, woo, woo, woo. OG Rick Rock, woo, 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 stay down here.
They
What?
don't care about if you
He
got
he he
baptized.
did this to my uncle.
They'll give you another baptism.
Exactly. No, no, not the kind where it's going, it'll be the end of your life, not second life.
But before we go any further, salute to the all 100 people that we have in the room. It would be nice if we
Oh,
could get the likes to
y'all
match
gotta hit
the
the likes.
views. Come
Y'all
on, let's
gotta
get
hit the
at
like
least
button.
50 more likes. Hit the like, hit the like. Let's go.
I should walk over to Should I? I don't know. I was about to say I should walk over to the house
It's been a
where I
minute
grew
since
up.
you taken us on a little field trip in
Well,
LA.
yeah. The funny thing is this neighborhood where I'm at. Yeah, let's do it.
Actually,
I'll go.
I think the last field trip that we went on with you was Nipsey Hussle's birthday to find
Hmm.
the Nipsey card, the Nipsey
Yeah, yeah,
trend card.
yeah. That was in August. That was in August.
Mhm.
I'm maybe I'll do a field trip. I'm thinking I would walk over there because I could show y'all where, another street where I grew up. But I don't. In all honesty, too many people be doxing and all that. Just weirdos, bro. Right? So it's like
I
I kind
know.
of don't even want to do it. But I'll
So
walk
then put it.
around.
So then, how about you put a green screen on until like you
No,
can
no,
go
no.
back and forth.
It would be worth the walk. But I was gonna kind of show the difference in this neighborhood. So like, look, I don't know what this house was years back, but this is a newly refurb, and I was gonna show y'all the house where I grew up in. See
Is that a
USC. In
porta
fact,
potty in the backyard?
no, it's a front. I'm in the front. I'm in the front yard.
That's a porta potty
I'm
in
in
the
the
front
front yard.
yard.
But yeah, they're working. They're working on it. They're finishing construction. You got to have a facility doing construction. Got to have a facility.
And
You.
salute to Akshaya. Welcome to the West Side. She's a West Sider now.
But this neighborhood over here, as y'all saw, it was like, well, actually, where I was at was more. You had 30s, and 30s and brims or Fruittown Brim. This is really Fruittown Brim hood right over here. But in all honesty, there are really no more hoods like that no more because I just showed y'all the Lucas Museum, and then you see where it says Trojan Partners
Mm.
Leasing, Trojan
Trojan
Partners. That's
man, Trojan man. I'm sorry.
that's USC. That's actually USC. So USC bought up a lot of property around here. What happened is some
You want to know
years
what's
back.
crazy? Why do universities always do that? That's what Temple University did in North Philadelphia.
That's just how they do. They get enough money and they just start buying up all the property around them. But this is what happened. Look, some Chinese nationals. Look it up, y'all. Some kids. They were like on the other side, but it's by USC. And I think they were just kicking it. They didn't know this is the early 2000s, and the gang stuff was still really popping over here. And it was two Chinese, like these are Chinese, they don't even speak English. They end up getting popped like something crazy. And then of course whoever did it got caught up, but then the USC just said, they finna just smash. And they bought up everything. They started arresting fools. You got the Harpies, the Harpies is the Mexican gang, and you had the Fruittown Brims over here, and the third. They just started arresting everybody. And then you got more, they hire more people just to walk the neighborhoods, and like you'll wear a certain uniform to show the students that live outside the campus that it's safe. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they did a whole cleanup around here though.
Uh-huh.
What do you say, Laurent? What will Laurent say? What up, classic classes in here? Gentrification, yeah, gentrification, man. See, sometimes gentrification is okay, but when you pushing people out, it's come on, y'all know what it is.
That's the whole purpose though. It's and the thing is they start bringing in people like they'll have like two different communities. Like I used to always call it alley cats and giraffes, like trying to force them to cohabitate. It doesn't work. It creates an unsettled nature for both sides. And then the next thing you know, like stuff starts breaking down. But it was
Yeah.
so funny. Like when they were regentrifying the Northern Liberties area in Philadelphia, it was old, hood. It was DRUGS infested. It was crazy.
Hmm.
And then they started just revamping, making it upscale, high class, and all of that. And I kept telling them there's going to be a whole lot of young people with money that are going to lose their life out here. And it did. And I'm like, listen to me. The companies might buy the real estate. Now, see, look at that. Look at
That's
that.
what I'm showing y'all. Look, you see this old house. This is from the early
Uh huh.
1900s. This house, and then you look up the street. You
The
know,
com- the
USC.
companies, the companies might have the real estate, but the streets belong to the people.
Yeah, but then when they start, see how they do it is, at least this is how they did LA. they will push a lot of people out. If you was like, y'all had a generational home, y'all had the family
Mhm.
home, they will push you out. You be living somewhere in Lancaster. They'll try to get you to sell, or some let's say some violence happened. Because if you're at a house and there was a like a pow-powing and someone
Mhm.
pow got, they will try to, they'll be like, well, this is a crime scene now, and your house
Mhm.
is probably not gonna it's gonna depreciate in value because of this incident.
Absolutely.
And,
But
and,
that's
and
what they did. Let me tell you something. The old yarmulkes that I knew from back in the day always said, when there's red DNA, when there's liquid DNA on the
yeah,
street,
yep,
buy real
yep,
estate.
yep,
Um, that's how it works. They'll bring in a bunch of, riffraff to come in to destabilize the neighborhood, to create a bunch of crimes, to hurt a bunch of people. And then what they do with that is they drop the value of the property so that they can come in and buy it up cheaper. And
yep,
then they do their thing and they raise the price.
yep. And that's a perfect segue just to go back to the conversation where we started, as far as
Hmm.
certain people setting up certain stuff, because that's essentially what I wanted to talk about when it came to, and I'm not gonna go too much on the Rob Reiner situation and his son, but
Hmm.
it just something don't look right. Just like if you got an agenda, like you said about these people that want to buy property, like yeah, when there's blued in the street, buy real
Buy
estate.
real
That's what
estate.
I heard Tom Likas say that. Shout out to Tom Likas and his whole atheist ass. But I learned so much from him listening to him. And he said that. And they have an agenda. They have something that they got to push. And I was just saying that about the Rob Reiner situation. Why would they say there? Just like I pulled up over to D4DV's house, and we'll talk about
Hmm.
that too. And just stuff didn't look right. I'm showing y'all. They said he went there to go buy liquor. What did y'all see? Did y'all see any liquor in
Nope.
those? Do I need to go back? If y'all want me to go back, press one, because I know I did this early. But if y'all want me to go back to the place where Nick Reiner was arrested, and they said before he was arrested, he went to this AMPM and purchased alcohol and was hanging
Yeah.
around for an hour. Press one if you want me to go back,
Which is
and I can show
wild
y'all.
because it makes it sound like he was on a bender, he was on this reckless mission, especially when you hear the nature, the just the heinous nature of how they lost their lives. Like, they were sleeping and they got hacked up pretty
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Bad.
Okay, I see a few ones.
And it's wild because you know
Sheila Gray.
what this story is kind of reminding me of?
Of what?
Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman.
Well, see, that's what I was about to say too. And like I said, I'm not finna go into no conspiracy theories or
Because
nothing.
weren't
But
they hacked up like that? They
uh huh,
were hacked up
yeah,
pretty bad. Yeah.
yeah. Neckties, right? Ain't that what the mafia will call them?
Yeah.
And what happened? Supposedly they had their you know uh slit trizotes,
Yeah.
as as they call it, trots,
Yeah.
as my
Yeah.
stepfather from Belize would say, trots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. They something's up. That's all I gotta really say. Something is up. I don't believe the cover story, but I see a few ones. So I am gonna go back and I'm gonna show y'all that. In fact, y'all look for yourselves.
Yeah,
I
they
think
need
he
to
got
hit the
arrested
like.
right here.
I don't
Y'all gotta
understand
hit the
why.
like button. We got 200 people in here.
Hit
Y'all
the
gotta hit the like button. I'm
like
taking
button.
y'all on a hood field trip. So let me give y'all a little backstory. This is where they arrested Nick Reiner. Right here. Right outside the platform. Y'all can look it up yourself. They arrested him here. So the story goes, the story is that he was hanging out right where I'm at. like hanging out for like a good hour, hanging out, just hanging out. He got off of this train here. There's a platform from
Which is
Santa
just
Monica. This is
so
South LA.
random. Why in God's name would you have committed a heinous act like that and then go to buy alcohol just to hang out there? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Uh-oh, you're frozen. I think we lost you again. Odell? Uh-oh.
I don't know what
They,
the hell happened. Hold on. Go ahead. You said why, what, and then it just cut out. I'm sorry, y'all.
that could have been the law.
No, that
The
was
law
that was
might.
my fingers. We're not gonna get
Oh.
into the conspiracies. What did you say? Why, what?
No, because you start saying stuff and people start disappearing. I know how they can go and snatch your social medias up.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're not answering what I asked, but anyway,
Oh, my
here
my s-
here's
what I okay.
no go. I want. It's the reason why I was asking you what you said. Why, what? Go ahead.
Why in God's name would he commit an act like that and then just go to buy alcohol just to hang around and lounge around in that area when after something like that, it doesn't make sense. There's something off about that, even for him.
Here's what he could have done, and I ain't gonna get into it. Let me. Okay. So y'all said y'all wanted to see. So I showed y'all where he was, where he got arrested. He came in here into this AM/PM, and y'all can look at the news, the quote unquote news, and they said he bought liquor. And I was already on the suspicion because I said this neighborhood, you gotta go all the way to Schoolboy Q neighborhood to go buy some damn liquor. And I'm on basically like 35th or 34th, thanks.
But
And
they accept EBT.
oh, you damn right. So again, they had him on camera. Shout out to the camera there. And we're gonna go through all of there's ice, no ice, no ice, no ice. And you got dairy and juice, you got water, you got energy, you got soda, and we got
A lot of sodas.
sports, lots of sodas, sports drinks, energies, right? Right.
More
I'm trying to
soda.
find some Cisco. I'm looking for some Cisco. I'm looking for some Night Train. I'm looking for some Thunderbird. I don't even have it here.
Do they got
There's
twisted tea?
They don't even have that. Oh, they got the Asian stuff. Is that the
Oh,
Asian? No, no, that's the
the
Mexican
aloe
stuff.
water,
Yeah,
the aloe juice.
yeah.
I used to love those.
Appreciate your
Yes,
classic.
yes, it is classic. Support is
Y'all
free.
hit the
Hit the
like button.
like button, y'all.
But like I said, did y'all see any liquor? I'm even right here. Look, right here. Got the lotto. You got the iced coffees. You got your lattes. Do y'all see any liquor? They don't sell no. They don't even sell. They barely sell Black and Miles. They barely sell Black and Miles. So the story that the news is laying out for y'all, I don't know. Everybody got to question it. That's all I got to say. And like I said, I think some people try to put me down as a conspiracy theorist. I say no. I'm just in reality. And in reality, there's a lot of madness. So if I can
Yeah,
show y'all, the news was just straight on some bullshit. They said he went in here, bought liquor, then he hung out here for an hour. He was hanging out for an hour around this neighborhood.
mm-hmm.
And then the police came and got him. So my guess is, and I'll put my conspiracy theory hat on, maybe he was waiting to get picked up to get drove to Mexico or something. Or he
Mm.
could have went to, because if it was really on like that, if I did some bullshit like that, I'd have kept my ass on this train and I would have went to the Amtrak. You go to Union Station and you can hurry up and go to Vegas or go San Diego and then walk across the border. Like there's a lot of things that he could have did instead of hanging around South Central LA. I don't get it.
I know. Especially after what he did. Like, that makes as much sense as this does.
Oh damn. You scared the shit out of me. You put that damn monkey up. I looked up. I'm sitting here making sure I don't bust my ass.
I was
on the damn
waiting for you to
concrete,
look up.
and I see this monkey. You a cougar.
You a cooter.
You a cougar.
You a cooter.
Yeah, y'all. Anyway, all I'm saying is the narrative don't make sense, y'all.
There's something
It's
off
raining.
about it.
It's a rainy night in Georgia. A rainy night in Georgia.
Oh,
How
wait a
many of y'all know
minute.
that?
Classic. You don't know who that is.
Oh, he don't know?
That's Courtney
That's
Burgess.
Courtney Burgess.
The infamous guy who was all over social media and the news, the wannabe news channels. Um, that's the guy that said he had a bunch of freak off tapes that he got from Kim Porter of Diddy with a bunch of children. Yeah, that's him.
That's him. Let me move on to the next
Yes.
story. I can't do too much of a field trip when it's raining like this. I'm
Oh
not.
no, I know.
It's
You
not
don't need
super
to be
rainy.
you don't need to be getting sick. There's enough moisture in the air.
It's not super rainy, but yeah. Well, I keep to myself because this damn so-called CVID is pizzopping supposedly. But anyway, um, we'll
Yes, that
continue a
is Courtney
conversation like this.
Burgess. That is.
That's Courtney. That's Courtney.
That's Courtney Burgess. Looking like Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
Damn, I'm sitting over here looking at another monkey on my news feed. That's hilarious.
Mm,
Um,
monkey time. Monkey time.
monkeys.
That's
Yeah.
exactly. That's what that had. That especially that picture with him in that head. That's what happens to my face.
Damn, Courtney. Um, but yo, so
You a
so
cooter.
the,
You a cooter.
I wanted to touch up on this real quick. They found an
Mm.
unalived person in MacArthur Park Lake.
Are you
This happened
serious recently?
yesterday. Remember, I was out there
You was out there earlier this year.
when they did the raid, and I think I told you I said they used to find unalived stuff here.
Yeah, cause I went into my Diane my not my Donna Summers.
Yeah,
MacArthur Park is
yeah.
melting in the snow. All the green
How
mountains
old are you or whatever? She said
slow
just one, right?
down. Someone left my cake out in the rain, and I don't think that I can make it because it took so long to bake it, and I will never have that recipe again. Oh God, yeah, yeah, yeah. And in disco, I'm sorry, is nostalgic for me.
Yeah, they found another one. They found
Wait a
another
minute.
one.
Ben Murray said he brought some smoke out there.
You sure? You sure it was some? They don't do that out there. They
They
be
don't
having
do
that
that. They don't do
that that that
that.
that Reggie with that elbow. They be having that other stuff at
Yeah,
MacArthur
that
Fizzle. Or maybe you
that butt
had some.
naked. That
Yeah,
butt naked.
that exactly. That General Butt Naked. For those who don't know who General Butt Naked is, just Google him. That's all I got to say. Yeah, but no, they found an unalive person there, and and rest in peace to that person they found. But there's a lot of homeless people out
Rest in
there.
peace.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on in MacArthur Park, and yeah, it's crazy. I used to work in that area, and yeah, that's why I say, like, if you grew up in, especially in the 80s and 90s in LA, you could pretty much survive anything. They could drop you off like F Survivor. Like, imagine a Survivor, but they took you back in time and took you to a Crip neighborhood and just dropped you off there. Like, I might have to do an AI of that. Just let's go get some little bratty little nerds and say, all right, we're
How
gonna put
about
you on this time
surviving
machine.
Skid Row?
That part, surviving Skid Row, surviving the '60s, thriving in the '30s, fighting the '50s, um, bountifulness in Bompton.
Yeah, shit. You'd be like out of pocket in pocket hood. Like
In
I do all the
Philadelphia, it
hoods,
would have
right?
been surviving Richard Allen, surviving 17th and J, surviving the bottom.
Surviving Mona Park.
Mm.
Classic know what I'm talking about. Yo, yeah, classic. My whole thing was shit, surviving Compton High. I did pretty good though, but yeah. But yeah, in fact, that's gonna be some AI ish that I'm gonna do. So they got Survivor 50. I'm gonna be like
Let's double up.
Survivor
Let's double up.
in the 90s.
Let's double up on the likes. Let's
Y'all
double
hit
up.
the
Let's
like
double
button,
up.
please.
Come
Hit the
on.
like
50 more
button.
likes.
Hit the like button. But anyway, rest in peace to this person. MacArthur Park is a nasty place. It's
Mm.
crazy. They had two lakes, like it was two lakes, one on the north side of Wilshire and one on the south side. They just got the south side now. So I'm assuming that's where they found them. But the funny thing is I brought this up because there have been in just the month of December, there not five, like seven deaths of actors, celebrities. Hold on, y'all. Seven in this month alone. Is it tied to the Epstein stuff? I don't know, but I looked it up and I said, "Damn, there were seven." I just keep seeing people rest in peace. This person, actor.
People
Oh,
just
hold on. Yeah,
gone.
my bad. I'm sorry. I'm still working out this publishing thing with the homie. He just hit me.
Mm.
You know, I mean, it's all good. The homie was like, no, I told you the homie. Shout out to my dude, Mad G. He got the text. Yeah, I let him hear that song with the homie from Dove Shack, and he was
Oh,
like, "That shit fire." I told him like,
nice.
"Yeah, it's fire. It's fire." Anyway, my bad, y'all. Um, there have been actors who, yeah, celebrity unalivements, or let's just say, and it's not everybody. I mean, this isn't everybody. I'm just looking at y'all. Y'all know the guy from Homeland. He's a Palestinian actor. I forgot his name.
You
No,
don't.
I got him. His name is Mohammed Bakri. He died on the 24th of December. You had a
Christmas Eve.
Broadway actress, Imani Dia Smith.
Mm-hmm.
She was the Lion King young Nala. She died 3 days before that. You had the guy from the actor, the friends. I said the friends, and he was on the middle. Pat Finn. He died a day after that.
Mm.
The guy who played on The Wire, James Ranson, and he played on It Chapter 2. He died 2 weeks ago, or 1 week ago, James Ranson. Of course, we got Rob Reiner on the 14th. I mean, technically, I think it was that, and that's another thing about the Rob Reiner. The news said Sunday, but we got reports that we
Saturday.
were doing a live on a Saturday evening, and someone came in and was like, they found two unalived bodies at Rob Reiner's house. How many of y'all were in that live? It was Jag's chat. It was like the 13th of December, about almost 2 weeks ago. And somebody came in, and I think it was members only. But somebody came in, and the day wasn't even over with. But someone came in and said, "Yo, they found two unalive whoop whoop whoop." And I had saw the news blurb too. In fact, let me look up my news stuff.
Want to be
Um,
saved, love, I want you say it to me, say it to me, say you love me, baby. Put to be said,
oh yeah,
love, I want you say it
the
to me,
guy,
say it to me, say you love me, baby.
the
I'm
singer
sorry.
songwriter known for that song "Driving Home for Christmas," Chris Ria, he passed away as well. Then
Yeah.
we had the guy from General Hospital who played Luke. If you guys are
Anthony
old enough to
Jerry,
remember
Luke
Luke
and
and
Laura
Laura,
from
yeah, he
General
passed away.
Hospital.
And then I'm just getting the news about another actress who just passed. I was like, this is crazy. Another actress, she just passed away. Some YouTube, I mean, somebody else kind of like internet famous passed too, just recently. Um,
Oh, by the way, someone just put it in the chat. Today is the 15th anniversary of the passing of Tina Marie.
oh, R.I.P. Tina Marie. She's from LA. That was a
I
real true
miss
ass
her.
homegirl.
I miss her.
You knew her, huh?
Yeah, we were cool. We were hella cool. I used to open up for her every time she came to Philly if she was playing Atlantic City or if she was playing. The Robin Hood Dell, she would always make sure that I opened up for her. She was man, I miss her.
Yeah, I heard Tina Marie was cool. In fact,
She was
one of my
very
my
cool.
folks used to play with her, play for her. My guy used to produce with, when I told you about, that's in Long
I
Beach.
don't like the way that story ended because we never got a real answer.
It was suspicious. It was. I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
And then
I
it was
know.
around the same time Rick James. It was crazy.
And it was wild because Rick, he passed away after he was brought back to pop culture via
Hmm.
Dave Chappelle. I
It
used
was
to
almost,
always I used to always tell Dave Chappelle, back then I said to him, I was like, man, it's effed up the way you took out Rick James. If you hadn't have made him hot again, he wouldn't have been getting bricks again.
damn, damn, that's cold. But I was just about to say that it kind of sound like, look. This is how this entertainment stuff work too. They will line
I'm Rick
your
James,
ass up.
bitch.
They will line your ass up. He got high. He was high for a cool minute, and then it was like, oh, he's gone.
He was high real heavy and then boom, that was it. He was gone. I mean, who knows what was in what he was doing.
Yeah. And rest in
But
peace, Rick James. That was my
but
dad's favorite. You
it was
know.
real interesting because Tina was asking questions about what was really going on with the whole situation, and the next thing you know, she was gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah. Oh, the other person who just passed, the Big Brother star, Mickey Lee. She was a sister. She had a bunch of cardiac arrests, and she passed away on Christmas.
Hmm.
Um, that
You heard
just
about
I'm
DJ Envy's baby, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, I mean, if it was an infant, I'm sorry, I can't. It breaks my heart to hear about
That baby
babies.
wasn't. That baby wasn't no infant.
No, it was. I saw the. Well, how old was the baby?
The child like 3, 4, something two, like
Oh,
3.
they had a picture of an infant though. Like I saw a picture. Well, I
It
mean,
said
either way, it's bad.
no. They said, but they said it was a sinus infection.
Oh, they said. I thought they. Wait. I saw something about the baby was near death.
Yeah,
What? A sinus infection?
yeah.
Interesting.
They always having
Interesting.
problems with their kids. If they ain't pimping them out online, something going on with them kids.
Wow.
Hmm.
Man. Okay, y'all. I see we're not getting the likes that I
We
want
need
anyway.
we
So
we needed at least 50 likes. I don't know why people are doing like what's the problem?
what the problem is,
What's the
y'all?
problem?
I may just
Why
do
don't you
members
want
only
to
because
like?
now I may just do a members only because we get more appreciation over there. But let me wrap this up. I just wanted to just get on anyway and just kind of really the whole reason why I'm even talking though is because tomorrow I'm definitely gonna do a live, and I'm gonna do it a different way. And I want to just go over the second chapter of Professor Griff's book, the psychological covert war on hip hop, because it's
Yeah,
tied into what we were talking about earlier this
with the
week.
whole Dave
And all,
Chappelle thing.
exactly. And also, don't sleep. Get that book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. He also has another book called Symbology. Shout out to Griff. That's the OG. Learned so much from him. He opened up the doorway so Jag could fly. You get what I'm saying? Like real talk. It's funny that I, start building with him and met him, and then I'm
We gotta get up with him and Soleil this year. Like
no,
no
we are. No,
excuses.
Jag, if you getting back to the music, then you already know we gonna pull up on him. It's already happening. He's waiting on us. They waiting on us. Um,
Oh,
but
it's
shout out to
Kashif's
Griff.
birthday too. Man, I'll never forget the last time I talked to Kashif. Like it's so wild when I think about all my old heads and all those that have gone, and it's just like
Oh, you
most
said
of these
Kashif.
kids, most of these kids in the music industry don't even know who any of these people are.
That's the sad part.
It's
Oh, who's the
wild.
guy that wrote that song? He wrote a song. He just passed away too. He wrote a very prominent song.
They were
He
pissed off with Kashif when he wrote that book, Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business, because it educated too many people on how not to get screwed by the companies.
that was, you know what? I didn't even know he wrote that. I do
Yeah.
remember.
Kashif wrote that. They gave
I
him a
remember.
hard time. They gave him a hard time.
I remember in '98 reading that, and that's why I didn't even want to get into the music industry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Carl Carlton passed away too on the 14th. She's a bad man, Gemma.
Yeah.
He passed away. But no, I didn't even know he wrote that book. That's crazy. But back, yeah, rest in peace to
You
Carl
didn't know that
Carlton
about
too.
Kashif?
I didn't know he wrote that, but I read it and I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I'm cool on this music industry because I'm gonna have to smoke somebody.
That's Kashif, yeah. Yeah. He was living out in Hawaii at the end. I didn't even know he was on his way out. I'll never forget the
Wow.
last time I talked to him. He was in Hawaii
When did he pass?
a few years back, damn near 10 now.
Mm,
Cause she been gone a while.
let me see. I'm actually
I
I'm
wonder
actually
who owns I wonder who owns the publishing on that now.
I wonder too. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm about to road trip. I wonder who too.
See, this is the thing. I don't like this picture. I don't like this
Of
picture. And
the
it's funny.
what I have up.
Yeah, because see, look, you see the way he's looking at this guy, like he's looking at this guy like, yeah, I'm putting on a smile for you, but get off me, motherfucker.
Hold up. Hold on one second. Go ahead, talk, because I could barely hear you.
Oh, I'm not saying anything. Can you hear me now?
Hold on. This thing is just acting up. Give me one second. Hold on. All right, say something.
Hey, something.
Okay, there we go. All right. You
Like
don't
there was
like the
no need.
picture because what?
There was no need for him to film this.
Wait, before we go there, let me preference and say a few things. How many people know who this is in the picture? Put it in the chat if you know about this
Somebody said,
situation, if you
"Is
know
that
who this
Doctor?
is in the picture.
Is that Doctor Umar?"
It's Dr. Umar.
He's
Dr.
like a
Umar
couple.
would not
He's a
even he would not even touch a white person. Like I don't think
he,
Dr. Umar would.
he's a few shades darker than this guy.
Is that Dr. Umar? That's funny. And shout out to Dr. Umar, but Dr. Umar, look, Jag, I can pull the card. I think we may have to talk to Dr. Umar. I want to personally talk to him, but I think you need to talk to him because my man is bugging with this whole he went on yeah, he was on Art of Dialogue, right? Or was that Cam? No, Art of
Art of
Dialogue.
dialogue.
And he talking about Chappelle, like, and he's like, I ain't gonna say nothing, but
I haven't even
I want to.
heard his commentary on Chappelle yet, but I'm telling you right now, he's like he's on some he the funny thing is how you supposed to be the king of Pan-Africanism and yet you doing all of this cooning.
Hold up. Let's put a pin in that. Right. I'm glad y'all said this. Let's just put a pin in it because I'm gonna go deep and it's funny, and we'll end it with this because don't forget we're gonna end it on that. Dr. Umar, Chappelle. I got something. I'm gonna tie something in. I was just talking to Dr. Short today. Shout out to Dr. Short, and we were talking about this. But anyway, look, no, that ain't Dr. Umar. That is an actress. Yeah, Tyler Chase.
An
Yeah,
actor.
that's Tyler Chase on the left, and the brother on the right he's a child actor, I believe, as well. He decided because there was a clip that came out with the child actor Tyler Chase. You know, he looked real bad. He was living on the streets of Riverside, California, and somebody recognized. I think he was asking for change, and he's like, "You're that child actor." He's like, "Yeah, I was on Nickelodeon." He's like, "Disney? No, 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 Nickelodeon." Um, and the funny thing is that happened in September. So he was just living homeless out there, whatever, from September, October, November, December. This brother, we'll call him not Dr. Umar, Dr. Shumar, right? Dr. Shumar. Um, he decided to film his altruism, his charity, and go and help young Tyler, who's going through obviously some issues, and it looks like it's mental issues as well. I can't diagnose them. I don't know if it's mental issues, but he said, I'm gonna at least buy you a hotel room for a week or make sure you're fine and you're out of the rain and blah, blah, blah. And he did that. So we'll talk about why he did it and why he filmed it. I don't get it, but at least he did it, and that was cool. But update, he had him in a hotel. They followed up. The manager called the black dude and like, "Yo, bro, we got to kick him out. He put the microwave in the tub and the refrigerators flipped over and the doors left open." Go ahead.
No, I'm just laughing. Go ahead.
Dan, I thought you had something to say. No, yeah, they said that he flipped out, like he bugged out. He basically yeah, he put I thought he put the microwave in a tub full of water and he was in it. I was like, "Oh, like when I read it, I was like, "Oh, snap, what the?" But they said he did, like, he basically vandalized the room. And they like, "He can't come back here. We got to get him out of here." Go ahead.
See, this is the thing. And this is going to probably sound a little inhumane, but it's the best way I can describe it. You know, sometimes you see this kind dog and you remember seeing a dog around the neighborhood and he seems sweet. And for whatever reason, you open up your heart and you decide to open up your house and you invite this dog in. You can't get mad at that dog when he comes in and he pisses all over your couch, shits on your dining room chair, decides he's going to dig holes in your carpet because that's just what he does. You know,
Yep.
sometimes you you can't be mad at him. This ain't his habitat anymore. The question is, when he went and did all of this, did he bother to ask him where he wanted to be?
Well,
Because
that's
the simple fact that, like, it's not like he's holding the camera phone in his hand. You brought a cameraman with you. You brought someone to film you with this guy.
right.
Why?
Because some people, and especially actors, actresses, they love to film their altruism, that they're giving back,
I
and
hear what you're
they love
saying.
filming it. They love it.
And maybe this little guy is thinking to himself, who the fuck do you think you are?
He probably calling them all kind of ninjas. Like, who is this
You,
Negro? Oh,
oh,
this
oh,
Negro's
so you
gonna
want to
give me
come
some.
in? What's that song? Do you gang gang? he probably he probably on that with it. Like he probably felt like he was being exploited.
Yeah.
I be
But
outside
but
with my gang gang. Ain't that what you do?
some actors, they love filming themselves, and they love showing, "Oh, I give back," and blah blah blah. And it's like, that ain't how you do it. You should just do it. Like if I had if I had the bread, I wouldn't be telling, because I do that anyway. Like, hey, get here. You know what I'm
Sweetheart, how
saying?
many
But
times since we've known each other have you seen me look out for people? Have
yeah,
I
a lot of
ever
times.
filmed have I ever filmed any of it?
Have you ever done what?
Have I ever filmed any of it?
Oh, no.
My random acts of kindness, I've done so many things. I don't even talk about it. I don't even post about it because I believe in Yeshua. And Yeshua said, when you do these things, your acts of charity, do it in secret. Do it in secret. The
Yeah,
simple fact that he brought somebody along, like it would have been bad enough if he had been filming it himself.
yeah, that would have been. That would have just been. Come on.
But you brought somebody along with you. Like let's just say, he's working at an acting camp and it was a bunch of young actors and they wanted to say, hey, we put our money together to get you this space and we just wanted to let you know, like if that's
Yeah,
why you were doing it, but that's not what you were doing. You were making
nah,
content. You
nah.
turned this into content and this guy is probably looking at you like, pussy, this you could have been in my position. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these people who fall down on their luck, they have a lot of pride left. They do. They still have a lot of pride and they don't like anybody making a mockery out of them.
My both of them are actors. He's the actor that's down on his luck, and he's the Dr. Shumar is the one that's he got him a hotel room for like a week. So yeah,
And
like you
what was he
said,
going to do after that? And what was he going to do after that week? Go right back out on the
well,
street.
I'm gonna tell you what they do. And LP, be my witness. Be my witness, bro. You already know where I'm gonna go with this. Well, maybe you don't. Um, they probably were gonna do this. Do a little GoFundMe. Put a
Mm-hmm.
little mini documentary together about him. But that's why they had him
Mm-hmm.
in the hotel. And then they would have did like a GoFundMe, and they probably would have got a whole bunch of money. And then they would have, maybe gave him a portion of it. Maybe, maybe Dr. Shumar has a nonprofit. I don't know. And then,
Or
they were,
got
oh,
him into
we ended up getting,
a homeless shelter
yeah,
and then kept the rest of the cash. Like,
exactly.
and not only
Now,
that, you're putting it on your social media. 9 times out of 10, his social media is monetized.
now, exactly. Now, LP, you remember Clive, right? You remember the owner of, well, he wasn't the owner, but you remember Brownstone Bistro. So for those who don't know, and yeah, yo, LP, Brownstone Bistro. There was this brother who, I ain't gonna put Laurent's business out there, but his uncle um, owned the joint, and the brother Clyde, I believe his name was Clyde, because I did like a promo for him. I did some commercials for him. Yeah, man. Clive, I saw him a few years ago. He was homeless. He went from when we were there, 2015, 2016, 2014, running a successful business. And then he had going through divorce, and they just dogged him out. And then he lost the restaurant. And yeah, Laurent, you remember Clyde. He ended up homeless. He was out on the street, and some white lady put him out there. Oh, he went for, like she did a whole little YouTube thing on him. And I don't know, she must have been collecting money for him or whatever. But I reached out to her because I was like, yo, I know him. Tell him if he needs anything. I was trying, I didn't have but I was like, if I could help him, let me know. And I was asking for his info. I said, give him my info, because you remember Clyde, LP, and I'm not gonna put his business out there like that. But sometimes this is what these people do. They're professionals at this. They'll grab someone and try to what do you have? What's this? Okay, I got to get my face off the screen, because they're gonna have a field day with that shit.
No, because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yep.
that little man is thinking, man, kiss my ass.
Yo, yeah, LP, his son did pass away from some violence. It was a lot of trauma he went through. He went through a divorce. He lost the business. He he lost his way and he was homeless. He was out on the street. And it's sad. It's sad. But yeah, you had a lady, a white lady who filmed him and was like she did a whole little thing. And I think that's what she did. She took and raised money, and she probably, if you raised $100,000 for somebody, because like side note, there was a sister who did something for somebody like just out of her kindness of her heart, and she had like 6 kids, and it went viral because the guy ended up giving
Sweetheart,
her like a bunch of cash,
this
and
is
then
the
he
oldest
ended up
story.
he raised 160K for her and her kids. Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
It's the oldest story in the book. We did the same thing for Rosie Gaines back in 2015. We raised a bunch of money, and there was somebody who was involved in the whole situation. She was a local singer from Oakland. I'm not going to say her name, but she was robbing the fundraising effort
Yeah,
blind
yeah,
for Rosie.
that's what they be
She
doing.
stole like damn near half of the money, and I had to help Latoya try to find a way to track it down to get some of the money back. Rosie was in Lancaster. It was a bad situation.
Yeah,
There was a lot going on, but the truth is, most of these so-called good Samaritans are grifters.
yeah. And I'm not gonna even put it on Dr. Schumacher like that. But I'm looking like side eye at the whole situation. And that's why I brought it up, because I was just like I genuinely felt bad for the Tyler Case cat. And
No, it wasn't
you know
Lettucey. It wasn't Lettucey. Lettucey actually came through and
no,
sang just like I did.
Lettucey is cool, but like
Lettucey is a good
this
person. She's a
person
very good
probably is
person.
somebody, not to
This
cut you off, Jack.
person is an older
She
person.
probably even making in music, and that's why she's where she's at, right?
She was always jealous of Rosie. She was always jealous of Rosie. That's what I will say. Me and her ended up getting into it, and it was crazy because I tried to be decent, and I told her, I was just like, how the fuck can you sit here and rob Rosie? How can you do this? And she said, Rosie's out of her fucking mind. She don't even
Wow.
understand. Prince already gave her enough money to pay for her apartment for a whole year, and at the end of it, ain't nobody gonna do shit for it anyway. I just don't understand. I'm taking the money for my time. I've invested a lot of time, and I deserve to be paid for my time for all that I've done. And I'm like, wow.
And that's how a lot of them are. That's the unfortunate thing. A lot of these so-called people who want to give back, and that's how they are. It's not about
Did
the actual.
you remember it came out a few years ago? What was it called? I Care a Lot, about the woman who was a professional caregiver who was robbing all of her clients.
Uh-uh.
It was the same actress that played the lead in that movie with Ben Affleck, Gone Girl.
No, I got to check that out.
But yeah, she did a movie about being, a caregiver who was grifting off of the elderly people that she was working with. I think it's the title is called I Care a Lot. It's a mess.
They should have titled it what you Freudianly slip said, a care grifter.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. But anyway, y'all look. I just brought that to y'all attention just to say, like, I mean, I genuinely feel bad for the young cat, but I honestly think not everyone can be housed. I was homeless as like a young adult, right? So I stayed on Skid Row for maybe like, but I had a job. It was just a situation, and I probably stayed on there for like a month, and I saved my money, got an apartment, right? But when I was down there, I'm studying, and I was like, okay. A lot of people are down there. I thought it was really because of and it really is still racism and economic deprivation, all that. It's still that, but it's a lot of it is mental issues, and a lot of people you really can't even put them in an apartment because they don't know what to do with themselves. Just like that movie that Jamie Foxx, he played that one guy. You know what I'm talking about? The one
Yeah.
violinist guy. Was he a
Oh yeah, I know.
violinist?
I remember what you're talking about. I don't think I ever saw it, but I remember the project. And yes, it is on Netflix, and it is played by Rosamund Pike. Yes, thank you guys.
Yeah. But that guy, he like I think same thing. Somebody tried to give him an apartment, and he messed the apartment up and just wanted to live outside. What I'm saying is the mindset of some people are not like I want to live in a house and be chill. Some people want to be out in the elements. Like,
Yeah.
you got to think about that. So if I had a compound where it's like, okay, houses people can come, I would have a quad area to where if you want to lay outside, you can lay outside. Give them a place where they could, have some, take care of themselves.
Tents,
All that. Right, right.
tents,
Yeah, yeah,
access to running water,
yeah,
access to,
yeah.
being able
The
to cook
basic,
on a
yeah, the basics.
campfire.
Some people do not want to be enclosed.
No, they
It's
don't.
called claustrophobic, or you got the opposite in agoraphobic, right? Um, but anyway, yeah, if you guys are gonna give, or if you're gonna like, uh do anything for this holiday season, and it should be outside the holiday season too, just be conscientious of stuff like that. You know, just be conscientious of. But let me go back to Dr. Umar. Let's finish with this. Now listen to me, because you growing up in Philly, I know you know more about this than maybe I would. When I
Mm-hmm.
was in high school, I don't tell a lot of people this, but those who know. And shout out to my big bro, Ahmad. Y'all remember that song? Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid
Didn't
anymore. But
it
some
was
days
some things I said I wish I was again again.
that
Yeah.
brother changed the trajectory of my life,
Hmm.
because when I was at Compton High, I was actually going to be like a Muslim. I didn't know if I was going to go NOI or 5%. I didn't know. And for a quick minute, I was going to be a Muslim. And then I met him at the bus stop. I mean, at the train station, the Compton
Mm-hmm.
train station. He had a Bible, Ahmad, and that's what I say. I got much respect for that brother. He know what it is, and he remembers me too. And I basically what we rolled up on him. And my homie Prophet, he was with us, and he was talking. Prophet could rap. Prophet was rapping. I was, trying to rap, but Prophet was spitting. And dude was, oh yeah, I like the way you spit. Whoop, this and that. And he started, let me talk to you about the Bible. Let me tell you about this. And I'm like, why is he talking about the Bible? He's because he grew up Muslim, and he's a mod, right? He grew up Muslim. He was like, yeah, my parents will unalive me if they knew I was out here doing this, and that changed my whole perspective on a lot of stuff about Islam and just spirituality in general. And then you really don't need a religion. I'll just say it like that to get the guide. But it also just broadened my horizons, because I studied Islam, I studied um, uh, Judaism, studied Christianity. I'm like theology. I'm a theologian, if you really want to ask. I study everything, but what you believe in is really what you believe in, and that's up to you. It's kind of like your sexuality. If you like one of these, if you keep that in your bedroom to yourself, and you ain't hurting no old people, no kids, I'm cool with it. Same thing with your spirituality. Don't be out here trying to blow up people. You get what I'm saying? But anyway,
You be going all over the place sometimes.
I
I tell you.
know. But the reason why I say that is because I was very not knowledgeable in Islam
Mm.
at the time, because there was not a lot of Muslims. But I know in Philly, there's a lot of Muslims.
Oh
You
yeah.
got all, you got. But I knew, because me and Dr. Short was talking about this. I studied under I studied not under, because he was already gone. Malcolm X, and Dr. Short was laying on me. He's like, yeah, I think if you really look at everything, Malcolm X was going to convert to Christianity, because the Muslims, they didn't give a F about him, and they just hung him out to dry. He was getting robbed. Like, he was talking like, and I was
Yeah.
like, dog, that makes sense. And he was just like, yeah, because when he did what he did with the Nation of Islam, built them up, blah blah blah. But it's like, once you in, you're in. Like, they if you don't, there's no out. They will unalive you, and that's what happened to him.
They did not want him sharing the secrets of where the organization was fraudulent and where it was weak. They needed to shut him down. And they knew that he would take the weaknesses that he saw and whatever else that he created, he would build it up stronger. They were not looking to compete with him. And they knew how much people loved the dear minister. And they knew that once he got his footing, a lot of people were going to leave with him. They
The,
would
the,
have
the,
they would have eventually followed him, and that's why they got rid of him. And it's just wild to me because It was really his own. But the thing is, that was what was even crazier because it was motivated by the feds. It was
And
motivated by
and, the F,
them.
and I was about
And
to say the FBI knew
the
that
feds are all they're so good at getting
at
your
hiding their
own
hand
at getting
and
your
and
own
getting your
to
own to yeah take you down.
Mhm. Yep.
So on that note, when you said getting your own to take you down, I'm looking at Dr. Umar's commentary about the Chappelle situation. Now,
Mhm.
Umar is he? I think he's still
I
Muslim.
haven't heard yet. I gotta watch it.
Well,
I
let me
gotta
just
watch
give you let me just give you the cliff notes and just in general. Basically,
Mhm.
Umar was low key caping for what Chappelle was saying about this Diddy stuff and
Mhm.
tying in the Jack Johnson and all that or whatever. And we,
Mhm.
we went on. You talked about the propaganda, and I think we're gonna have to do a deeper dive in it because it is.
Oh
Because look,
yeah.
if and I don't care about no one's religion. If Dave is Muslim, that's cool. Umar,
No, he
you
not.
Muslim, that's
No,
cool.
he
No,
not.
no, no. Listen. Let me cook.
Mhm.
If he's Muslim, that's okay. I ain't got nothing against that. But what I understand about Islam, it's the same thing like with the Illuminati, where like you, Jag, you're exposing a lot, you tell a lot, you say a lot. They don't like that. With Islam, it's the same thing. Like these Saudis and these royal families, they're the ones who run all types of stuff, and they
Yeah.
done built up Abu Dhabi and they built up
Oh yeah.
Riyadh, but they will not go build up West Africa or Mali because
Not
they got
doing.
to keep the black people subservient. They got to keep the black people poor. They got it. Dr. Short was saying how they said God had a white arm and then a black arm. The white arm was good, and the black arm was it's like that the curse of Ham. And he was just saying how embedded the racism, the classism is in Islam, and that's why Dave is the way he is, whatever. Because in all honesty, listen to what he was saying. Listen, he went over to Riyadh and this and that or whatever. And those people in Saudi, they're not free. Like he's really saying, okay, yeah, I can go kick a trans person, and I can't do that in the United States. So like it's weird. It's like
You wanna
why would
you
you
wanna
want to?
know
Why
you
do you
wanna
want to
know what
subjugate a?
you wanna know what
Go
he
ahead.
can't do over there? Take his wife out and put her in a mini skirt. He can't do that over there.
There's a lot of things he can't do. There's a lot of things in Islam that you just can't do. And it's
Understand
like
this.
it's like the Brahmin system, it's like the Indian caste system. It's the same thing.
I guarantee you during his stand-up shows over there in Riyadh, he wasn't chain smoking the way he was chain smoking in Washington, DC. That I can
I guarantee
guarantee.
that either. Yeah, he
And I'm
wasn't
telling you
drinking.
something right now, and he definitely wasn't allowed to drink. I'm telling you this right now. The simple fact that he sat there and he chain smoked and then back and forth between cannabis and cigarettes and back and forth. Like, I mean, he did not stop. Every time he put one out, he lit another one back up. It was almost as if he could not smoke. Like, and for someone who used to be a heavy smoker at one point in time, I can tell you this right now. What he's doing at his age is wild. Like,
Well,
even someone like me who smoked, you know, pretty, you know what I mean? I don't think I overdid it. Like, I don't think you've ever saw me smoke more than a pack of I don't think you've ever saw me like smoke a pack of cigarettes in
nah,
one day.
nah,
In one day. I don't think you ever saw that.
nah.
And if I had a pack of cigarettes and I had cannabis, you saw me pace myself out quite nicely. So my thing is I'm just sitting there looking the way he's smoking, the way he was smoking on that stage. If that's his natural habit, he's smoking about 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and he's probably smoking like about $150 worth of cannabis a day. Like if
Well,
that
we
was
don't.
his
We look.
smoking habit.
We don't know, but
I'm not
I'm because
saying
I'm
that
no,
we
no, no.
do know. I'm
Slow
saying that
down.
from someone who used
No, no,
to
no.
smoke, I understand how those habits
Listen.
work. Yeah.
See, the thing is, listen. That's why I wanted you to pause. That's why I said we don't know, I'm not caping for or doing anything in that for that. I'm just saying we don't know. And I wanted to bring up what shout out to Black Dot and Malcolm on Urban X TV, Urban X. Y'all check them out. That's the family, and they were bringing up. Malcolm said, yeah, he was up there smoking, and I understand what the spiritual implications mean about smoking, and they didn't go too deep into it, and I'll go a little deeper. So he was up there smoking, and if you understand the way what smoke is for spiritual, it's to ward off evil. It's almost like, and then also smoking is like it's communicating to the ancestors. So that's why I said what I said, and I wasn't trying to cut you. I was just saying we also got to look at other stuff esoterically as well. He was smoking, yeah, he's smoking, and then
Yeah.
he smoked something in a brown leaf, and it looked like, yeah, it could have been, but you got to understand the esoterics of what smoking is.
I saw what he was smoking, and I used to smoke. That was a pre roll from a dispensary that he was smoking in that brown thing, and
Mm.
everything else he was smoking was American spirits. My point is, if you're going to call yourself a Muslim, then you have to be on your deen. Muslims, you cannot. What he was doing was a disrespect to his Islam. It was disrespectful, especially to do it out there with thousands of people watching while he's being filmed. There is no iman that would that would endorse that behavior at all. Now, if you want
Well,
to talk about esoteric and whatever the case may be, but for someone who spent time in Islam, for someone who took the Shahada, for someone who did that, like the brothers that we knew who were in the walk, who were on their deen, did some of them smoke? Yes. Did some of them drink? Yes. Never in public. That's you did that stuff at home in the privacy of your own home, and you struggled with your deen. But to be able to sit there and call yourself Muslim and to do that on that stage with that kind of audience where it's being filmed and the whole world is going to see you behaving that way, and you just came from an Islamic state performing over there talking about how free you felt over there, like, no, there's something very, very wrong with that whole situation. There's something very off, and I'm going to tell you something right now. If you are going to call yourself an anti-Semite or against Israel in any way, the best cover to excuse doing that would be to say that you were Muslim. Not everybody that says they're Muslim actually is. Let's just
oh,
be
I
real
know,
about that.
I know that,
You know how many girls
and I'm
I
not.
know in Philly? Do you know how many girls I know in Philly that will wear hijab because they didn't have enough money to get their hair done?
Shit, I would do the same thing. How you doing,
They
my
put
brother?
on
My
Muslim
my my,
guard.
my fade
They
all
would
fucked
put
up.
on
Yeah,
Muslim guard
I'm
and
looking like
act like
sexy
they was
red on the.
Muslim. And act like they was Muslim and pretend like they was Muslim until, and then the next thing you know, they get some money and they be right there in the hair shop running around in the street looking cute again. Like we used to call them Asalama Fakums in Philly.
Damn. Well, look, I don't want to deviate too far because we can go deeper into this because I was just bringing up the
Okay.
point that I'm starting to see the game. And that's why I'm like I don't commit to no. Religion is F it all. Islam, Judaism, Christian, all that. Just be with God, however you find them. But it's all a game. It's all gang banging. It's like I was saying. I told Doctor Short, I was like, yo, so it's like to me, like if you go to the county jail right now, and if they took me to the county jail right now, and there's gonna be a Crip car, there's gonna be a Blood car, they're gonna have the crackheads over here, they're gonna have the Muslims over here, right? And I'm not a Crip, I'm not a Blood,
You
I'm
gonna
not
become
a
a Muslim.
crackhead. I ain't gonna be. I know I'm not. I'm gonna be by myself. But of course, when it's time for black people to fight, I'm fighting. We gonna, we know what it is. But I'm saying like it's like the same thing in the entertainment industry. If you're not boule, if you're not gay, then you are Muslim. And again,
If
you
you are
pushing,
trying,
you're
if you
pushing.
are a
Hold up,
heterosexual man and
hold
you are
up,
trying to make sure
hold
that
up,
you do not get
hold
your
up,
ego taken, you become
Jag.
a
You
Muslim.
go ahead, go ahead.
That's it.
I was trying to make a point, and I wanted you to piggyback off of it. It's a back and forth. Listen, and I done lost the train of thought. That's why I was saying. Anyway, the whole fucking entertainment industry is bullshit because Jews run it. Let's keep it a buck. APAC, if y'all know what APAC is with the government and political stuff, who runs that? There's an agenda going on where a lot of people are waking up. Let's just look at Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was turning away from the whole Islam. I'm not Islam, Israel, all that back in Israel, blah, blah, whatever, right? Got rid of him. His wife is all Shabbat Shalom. She's probably pro-Israel or whatever. I don't know. There's been a campaign in America to just kind of be like, point out that, hey, the Palestinians are getting jacked and it's wrong for them to be whooping. And the Israel, there should be a two-party state, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole thing just to be like, yo, y'all over here doing some bullshit. And I think the powers that be know that it's easier to get the American public to hate Muslims than to love Jews. That's all I'm gonna say. And I was trying to work up. I wasn't trying to get there. That's why I was like, hold up, Jag, because you know how I be doing it. But that's why I was going with it. And I wanted to get your take on that, because I think that's the real goal right there. Get the American public to hate Muslims more than they love Jews or than they hate Jews.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely one way to go with it. I don't see how anybody can look at Dave Chappelle and realize that regardless of what his thoughts and regardless of what is going on, it's just like with Candace Owens.
Well,
There's
that's
absolutely,
Jag. It's the same thing. Exactly.
there's absolutely no way these people are able to thrive and to grow in the spaces that they are if they truly believe the stuff that they say and not get cut off by the governing gatekeeping powers that hold on to this. Listen to me. Dave Chappelle, all that money that he getting is coming to him from someone with a yarmulke. Okay? He getting his money from the yarmulke, just like Candace Owens is getting her money from the yarmulke, which means it has to be controlled opposition. There's no getting around it. If you are in the industry, you are being controlled by the industry. Period. Um, like I can't go get no money from these people, and I'm gonna tell you why I can't go get no money from these people, because I'm not going to play into what it is that they want me to do. That's why they make everything so hard for me, so difficult for me. Like, I guarantee you this, if Dave Chappelle was true in all of his principles and everything that he was saying, he wouldn't be able to own almost his whole town in Ohio. There's no way that they would allow him to have that much freedom on this land. There's no way it would happen. There's just no way. Or that much power. That's not the way it works.
Look,
When they
the
see
same
you
thing.
when they see you as someone who stands against, it is their job to keep you as controlled as possible from being able to gain too much power.
He's caping for Diddy lightweight because he know that he could be on the chopping block just like Diddy, and
Mhm.
maybe Diddy got something on him, but also, like you said, um, there's a lot. There's a lot. That's all I really got to say. There's a lot behind. And we'll go deeper because I just thought about it. I was when we saw Dr. Shumar, and I said, oh, we got to really go deeper on this. And
The
we could
second
probably do
that
that on
he
members or
put
something.
for D'Angelo, I already knew there was something going on there. His relationship with Questlove's capitulation to the system. People is still not even asking the questions, like, because I'm trying to figure out what the hell was Amir doing with Michael Archer on his last day. What was he doing there?
Mm-hmm.
What was going on?
Mm-hmm.
What was really going on? I keep telling people these people have chosen to become gatekeepers for the system, and they've become gatekeepers for people that wear yarmulkes. So I'm sorry. We all got to be smarter. We all got to be smarter and look at things for what they are.
And I'll say something so not conventional, and y'all can clip this up if y'all want, but there's certain powers that be. I'm not gonna say who, but y'all can figure it out. There's certain powers that be that just want us, the U.S., us, at war with each other when we
Oh,
supposed to
that part.
be united, because it's called the United States of America.
Mm-mm.
They want us at war
It's
because they know when they
easier
get
to
rid of
conquer
this.
when everything is divided.
And I've always thought about this. The Muslims in the Middle East, they say, "Oh, this is the Great Satan." They call the United States the Great Satan and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, all propaganda, all BS. And then, like I said, you got black Muslims out here, and the reason why I brought up uh, uh, Dr. Umar and him lightweight caping is because Muslims, black Muslims, in all honesty, y'all not finna address racism like that. Like y'all. I ain't saying all of them. I'm looking at the ones I see in the entertainment industry. Like I always thought Most Def. I'm like, oh, Most Def. You know, even they, I'm like, oh, they, you know, I'm thinking these some real one. They ain't finna,
Nah,
man. They gonna
nah.
fuck they white pussy and eat that pork, whatever, you know. Like you said, sandwiches. Remember that shit? Uh,
Let's be very clear. The second that the nation got involved with
with
Scientology,
Scientology, yep.
there's no way. There's no way.
It's see, racism, it ain't even global. It's fucking intergalactic. But I ain't gonna go
It
there. But
is. It is.
the real facts is though racism is on its way out. At least in this country. Like if y'all look at the signs of everything that's going on
It's not
in
about
this
color
country, it's
anymore.
done. It,
It's
it is. It
about
ain't.
class. It's about class, power, and station. It's
And
just
then
that simple.
soon it's going to be about intellect because you're going to be able to have design your baby to get a chip in their brain and they can be smarter than all. And then you're going to have these superhumans over here and then they finna do all that under the guise because they finna start sending people to the moon. Y'all watch before 20. That's why I want to do the year in review because I'm a forecast some shit. I'm gonna be Negro Dumbest. I'm gonna be like, okay, in 2030, this is
Okay.
what's gonna be popping, and I guarantee you. And Jag, you got that gift of prophecy. You already know what it is. But I've already seen some stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I see what they're doing. And I hate watching the world and hating people we just fall for the bullshit. Let's stop falling for the bullshit, people.
People like falling for the bullshit because falling for the bullshit means you don't have to be responsible for yourself. All you have to do is follow the system. I mean, the truth, a lot of people like being lied to. A lot of people like being led. The idea of having to think for themselves, to fend for themselves, it terrifies them. There's a lot of people that enjoy the system, and that's why we have to be careful because we have so many people in our lives and around us that will do anything. That they'll sell you out to the system, or they'll turn you over to the system, thinking that they're doing something to help you because they can't imagine not being able to survive without it. If you think about the Matrix and you look at the Matrix, that's what it meant by saying that everyone had the ability to be an agent. An agent can jump into anyone's body
Exactly.
because anybody in your life, anyone around you will turn on you or has the ability to turn on you in order to stay loyal to the system.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. But no, I appreciate y'all.
Okay, you're back.
No, now look, now YouTube wanted to act weird on his phone. Now it wants to act right. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was actually looking for something else. But anyway, yeah, we'll just wrap it up because this now my other phone want to act right. Um, anyway, I hope y'all enjoy the conversation. Is this a church? This is a church.
You enjoying your walk? Oh my God, I can see your breath. Is that chilly outside?
It's cold. Hell yeah. Well, my breath just normally just hot anyway.
You know
I
what?
don't brush my teeth.
Please
I'm
stop.
old dusty.
Please stop.
I live on a park bench. I'm old dusty.
Oh, have mercy.
My breath. These
I'm
motherfuckers.
supposed to be, ain't I'm
They
supposed to be homeless?
apparently, I guess they say you live from post pillar to post. That's what
Pillar of clothes. They
Tough
say
News
I live in
said.
hotels.
Yeah,
I live.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tough News said you live there. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Now I'm over here by USC. I think that is their they have their church.
This used to be the village. We're gonna have to just do a whole, like I've been doing this, the places you go to LA to fight or die. And that's not me, y'all. That's Mr. Catch Your Fade. This fool is known for pulling up on people talking about some I catch your fade. Like man, I'm too old to be, man, I just pull out my wireless hole puncher on your ass. But yeah, he actually is not a YouTuber. He be on Instagram and he got some funny skits. The unsolved mysteries. I'm actually gonna just start going to those places. I'm gonna start going to those places and doing what I showed y'all. Like, yeah, this is Wolf. What was his name? That dude, the crocodile hunter, whatever. Be the hood hunter.
Crocodile Dundee.
No, not Crocodile Dundee, but the dude that actually got unalived. The dude that got unalived by the I forgot his name. Steve. Anyway, Steve Irwin. There we go. I'm gonna be the hood Steve Irwin. Like, I am in a place called the Jungles. This is the Jungles, and this is South Central LA, and you have a group of Negroes called the Bloods. I'll get my Steve Irwin on the crocodile hood hunter. But yeah, I might just start going to these little locations and just be like, because LA is still, y'all saw the fool hit me up talking about you got some Vigorous blood? Like damn, I'm in a church suit. Like you sitting over here banging on Jesus. If Jesus was out here, they would bang, where you from? Nigga, I'm from heaven. Nigga, what hood is that? These niggas are still ignorant. Anyway, I hope y'all learned something. What's that?
Shout out to Big U.
Oh, damn. Why'd you pull that out? Big U looking at, they is trolling the fuck out of Big U. They say he looking at 600 years. I appreciate you, Nicole.
You want to know what's wild? This was one of his entities that he was promoting.
Colors.
Do you remember where I got
I remember from Buick. They were tied in with they were. Jag, don't think that.
It's starting to make me wonder.
Jag, I told you. I'm gonna tell you something. That's why I said that Buick stuff. Yeah, LP, I hear what you're saying, and I know what it is, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's something bigger. It's something else going on, and we'll see. I think we'll see when this trial is. He gonna get caught up though. He ain't finna be out. He ain't gonna be out like Suge be home way before him. And even Suge, I was giving Suge the benefit of the doubt, but now I'm like, nah, you nigga, nah, you New Jackson. There we go. That's yeah. All right.
The Diddler.
Cancel that.
Buy a new one.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God, appreciate y'all. We got I got Maya and I had my sister Nicole Jonas. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody who stayed and who gave a like. And if you just here just to troll or whatever, then go do something about your mama's vaginosis or something, please.
Salute to
wow.
Who's 8 months pregnant.
Your timing is perfect. I don't want to be next to this.
Salute to her and the baby.
God damn. All right, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna do the breakdown of the psychological covert war, and I'm gonna this is just the second chapter. I might even just text Griff and just let him know, like, if he wants to come on, because I'm gonna do it via StreamYard, and I'm gonna send Griff the thing. And I'm like, yo, Griff, me and Jag is doing whoop whoop. If you want to join, do it, and then just let him cook. And
Absolutely.
and I'm gonna go a little deeper about this Dave Chappelle stuff. This is just me though. the Dave Chappelle, the Umar Johnson, the blacks in Islam, and how they don't look at racism sometime, and
I'm
it's kind of a
telling you, I
program.
really think we should think about putting together a panel and
We
just
we will.
pulling some great minds together and really sitting down and having a real community discussion on what's really behind this special, because I don't think people understand when they pull out the big guns like that, and they put someone as brilliant as Dave Chappelle on the job, they're doing it for a reason.
They
Like
yeah.
that
And
that's like calling out, I'll be back, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator.
right, right.
And Shabbat
Yeah.
Shalom to all. Happy Sabbath to everybody.
All right, y'all. I could go. I like our community. I like everybody that has come through, and I do appreciate everybody that just listens. And look, I'm like this, man. My karma. I look at it like I'm not trying to give anybody some bullshit information. I'm not trying to steer nobody in the wrong direction or nothing like that. I'm just here to break it down and analyze the facts. Y'all can take what was said and kind of like go from there and just you could refute what I said, or you could be like,
It's
he's
each
right
one
on.
teach one. It's each one teach one. And sometimes our knowledge is like a Lego building block session. You might have your set of blocks. He might have his set of blocks. But when we can all come together and put our blocks together, we can build a new creation and a new structure. So it's like, I think that's what people are really coming to understand about our community. And also salute to Set in the West, because I'm really hoping that you can start the new year off with 12K. We're right there.
Oh yeah, that would be dope. Yeah, if I'm
We're
a hundred,
right
couple of hundred,
there.
100 away. Yeah,
We're right there.
yeah. By hook or by crook, we'll get to 12K. Y'all spread the word. Who said it? Say you can't break down something that you're calling a fact when you don't have the facts to back it up. So it's not fact based podcast. This is what? This is jag based podcast. Okay.
Oh, so
All right.
basically you're a hater?
Get
Okay,
your ass
go.
up out of here.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me.
Nah, I got rid of them. Tell them yeah, it's not a
They
jag based
re-
nothing. I
they
have my
really
own. I
they
have my
really be
own thought.
mad. They
I
be
have my
mad,
own
don't
thought.
they?
You guys are weirdos.
But they be no, but they be mad. They be mad. Ooh,
And I
they
appreciate
mad.
the mods. I appreciate the mods coming in here, and there'll be a few haters that trickle in every now and then, but
Like no, but
yeah,
he showed up with a paragraph. Like he showed up, and this isn't fact based, and this isn't like that's like
he
somebody saying
came.
that this isn't plant based. This isn't plant based. You got soy in it. It's not truly plant based. It's like like nigga, please. This is not a Beyond Burger discussion. I don't
He
understand.
said, he said, he said McDonald's said they got all beef patties, but they meat is 30% got 30% soy in it, so it can't be all beef patties. But the name of the company that make the burgers is called All Beef, so it's all beef patties.
Lord
Nigga
Jesus,
came with a whole
but
preamble to the Constitution.
yes, he
Get your
did.
goofy ass up out of
Yes,
here.
yes, we the people. We the people. I just don't know. Yeah, exactly. Writing for music, YouTube. It's the YouTube.
That's
They
what
be
it
doing.
is.
He had to come through here. Like they be cracking me up when they be coming through with their soliloquies and their paragraphs, trying to call somebody doing something and say somebody saying something. And this isn't a fact based podcast. I mean, technically, no podcast
No
is.
podcast would be fact based. Yeah, go to Chat GTP to get your fact based. That's funny. Cat said,
Going over there to
"Hey Siri, give
Candyland.
me a word salad." That's hilarious.
Going over there to Candyland and go and get your dog on and chase some planes around.
I think we found our targets for next year. I'm definitely I'll keep going in on Umar and this. Well, I keep going in on Islam. They gonna come after me, so I'm gonna have to go get my
At this point in time, I was trying to give Umar a little grace because I felt bad the way they was dogpiling him and gang stalking him. But now I'm like, pussy, fuck you. No, and maybe it's time to give him some work.
Well, like I said, I definitely would reach out. Like I said, next year it's gonna be different. Like you definitely will be building with Griff. Griff's been trying to get something popping, and we just ain't made it happen. But we got it now to make it
Notice
happen.
the second that you brought up Griff, that's when that weirdo came through.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, they be listening.
I know. But yeah, like you talking about panels? Imagine a panel with you, Griff. Trying to see because y'all all got to be on the same caliber. It got to be like I could definitely see you, Griff, Doctor Short. I will go get Baba James Smalls. Like,
You know
ooh.
what? You know what? It would be great if you could bring Siddiqui as well.
And of course, no, that's bro. Like, bro, definitely, he's gonna be there. That was the next, like, yeah, like he's on that level. So he's definitely, yeah, he's
I
already
know.
there. Like, it ain't even a question. He'll. Well, I ain't gonna say it ain't a question because, in all honesty, there's some stuff behind the scenes that got to get talked about too. But overall, Siddiqui is definitely on the list because that when it comes to the break off of what
Well,
he's
see,
done. He laid the
this is the
foundation.
thing. We're at a point in time where everyone that has a valuable knowledge to share needs to come together and share it. Like we
Yeah,
we we can't just
yeah.
rely on one. It's time for us to take everything that we have and put it together and create that new perception because I guarantee you that's what the enemy is doing. That's exactly
Oh
what
yeah.
they're doing. And we got to learn how
I
to do
gave
the
y'all
same on this side.
I gave y'all the game in general. I'm telling y'all the goal is number one to fight yourself, and then fight your neighbor, fight your family, fight each other. Everything is not about coming together. If you pay attention to everything in American society, it's not about coming together. Hip hop started out as coming together. That's what it was about.
And
Unity. Shout
then
out to
they
rest in
took
peace
it
to Bigger B.
they took it and flipped it and created division by making it greed and fear and vanity based. And
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get ready to drop off because I'm gonna let you finish. This is your channel. I
No,
don't We don't
I,
want to make people think that
no,
I'm
no, I'm
trying
done. I'm
to
done. And no,
subvert.
no, I appreciate your contribution. And like I said earlier, I wasn't. You already know how I do the information. I wanted to land somewhere because I knew you were going to come and say what you were saying. And look, everybody, I want everybody to hear you when you're on this platform. Because I mean, people go to your platform and you just give it up. You know what I'm saying? The way I do it, though, you already know. I'm coming with um a different perspective, of course, and then of course it's a dialogue, it's you and I, so it's not like
Hmm.
so y'all really gotta pay attention in what I was trying to lay out. Even with that, I was just trying to give y'all the game in regards to how certain entities, there's still racism involved. They don't, it's anti-black, I'll just say it like that. I ain't gonna even go say racism. Anti-blackness is still involved, and I'm pointing to the people in the Muslims world. Like, y'all don't help people that are Muslims. Jews, the Jew, y'all don't look out for the Ethiopian Jews or so-called Jews, right? Like, I'm talking about anti-blackness. Fuck all the gang banging shit. Fuck all the y'all still hate on the original. Y'all hate on us. Y'all just anti-black, and then we can get into the woman stuff too, because y'all hate women. We can go there. But I was just laying it all out. Like, I think everybody needs to recognize the game. That's the base, the foundation of the game. It's always about division. It's always going to be about division.
Well, I mean, that's another part of the reason why they have a problem with what we do because we don't do division, we do unity.
Yep. UNITY.
Lord have mercy, not with the
No, no,
Sluminati, not with the
no king,
Sluminati sign.
no King Latifah. No, no, Oh man, okay. All right, y'all. I went way over my time. I got to get
Mhm.
back to selling these apartments.
All right.
Um, we got a
Hopefully you
one
can get that
bedroom.
Explorer. You can get that
You got
Explorer rented out
I got
tonight.
I got a 1 bedroom Tahoe for 1,600. It's sitting on two fat flats. It's on some Maypop tires.
Does the heating work though? Does the heat work?
Barely, barely, barely. But you know we got a barbecue grill. You can put
Yeah,
you
but
just
can
got
I
to roll the
turn it
windows
on with a
down.
screwdriver?
You know what? You can. It's still in it's power windows, but it's powered with your hands. You got to roll them down with your. You got to roll them down. It's powered.
So basically, that's the gym.
Right.
The workout, that's the fitness center.
That's how they want us, y'all. They want us all to be in that condition, living in our cars. Trust and believe. And we ain't finna have that. We ain't finna have. I don't. Even if you no, we ain't finna
I
have
just
that.
want to know if the back seat lays down comfortable.
There is no back seat. It's just a
Okay.
Anyway, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.